Aquarius, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for April 25th through the 1st of May, 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, so Aquarius, this week we have Mercury going retrograde, putting a lot of emphasis on your third house of communication. So you've already had the sun here, and you're going to have Venus also shifting into this third house this week. So a lot of this emphasis, and I think what's going to be highlighted is now this reflective time in terms of how are you communicating, right? And how can you rehash and redo and rethink that area of your life. Now, it's also the house of the mind. In fact, that's the fundamental of the third house. And so it's a good time to be rethinking about how you think about things, how you pursue things on an intellectual level. For those of you who have been doing a lot of reading or writing or sharing or communicating, right now at the moment, reflecting on those things in your life. So it's everything in your immediate environment, and it's also everything that has to do with your peers. So if that's been the case for you, again, a good time to kind of just pause with that stuff on Thursday. And as you go into the next few weeks, up and through May 22nd, it's a good time to be rethinking about how you do communicate, how you do think about things, and anything that is in your life that is of an intellectual or socially exchanging pursuit. So that's the big emphasis of the week in terms of the astrological things going on. Mercury is going to be sextiling up to Chiron all week long because of that Mercury station. So there's a lot of healing taking place, I think, in terms of your guys' communication and your mind and your intellect. So this has been a Chiron who's recently left your guys' first house. So you guys might be feeling a bit more rejuvenated now in the larger picture sense compared to like last year and the previous years. Having a bit more of this rejuvenated feeling with self, but now the healing is going into your guys' sense of self-worth. All right, this is what the second house is, and it's also the sense of self-reliance. So it's an excellent week for getting self-reliant, for enjoying the simple pleasures of life, of being grateful for what you have, etc. Because all of that can be very healing. And then again, communicating, reading, picking up that book, doing some writing, some journaling, or whatever it might be, I think can be very therapeutic. Not to mention the fact that you can be gaining a lot of energy right now, in fact, by doing some of these intellectual pursuits with the sun, and then midweek onward, with Venus shifting in here, you can enjoy it. And I think there might even be a lot of communications and exchanges taking place with your relationships and personal partnerships. So that's going to be that shifting point. And one thing I do want to say about this week is that we did just have that full moon in your 8th house. So there was a lot of this illumination about what really matters to you in life, about intimacy, about the deep truths of life, maybe where there were some fears that you've now done some healing with, some transformation, some healing in your life. So whatever that insight was last week relating to that 8th house, I think it's excellent to be integrating this week, taking action towards and actually putting into motion. Now, as we approach the weekend, we do have the sun sextiling up to Neptune. So it could be, it's an opportunity for an easygoing weekend. And I think specifically for relationships for you guys. And that's so good too, because there's been this importance of you guys connecting with relationships this year. And for the next 2 years, there's this whole life path direction for you guys to be either meeting new people, cultivating existing relationships, forming partnerships, whatever it might be. So great weekend for that. Great weekend again for the communication or intellectual pursuits. I think you can find that quite tranquil. So that's the big emphasis of the third, reflection on those mental and communicative things. One thing I do want to say too is that Mercury does rule your 5th and your 8th. So anytime Mercury goes retrograde, it's a reflection of your guys' self-expression. And also in terms of what really matters to you in life, what's really meaningful, which is that 8th house. So also good things to kind of just pause with on Thursday, kind of pause with the self-expression, anything creative, anything that you're creating in life, and also in terms of intimacy and what the deep bonds are that you have in your life, because that's going to be the area of reflection through May 22nd. All right, so Aquarius, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.